This is what Keith Olberman thinks as of 20 minutes ago.
I think the president is going to stand aside and Kamala Harris will replace him as the Democratic nominee.
The reason why he thinks this is because, he says, internal polling, which is more reliable than the polling we get for regular consumption, says that Biden, who had 6 swing states to overcome, since the debate has now turned to 12 swing states. He's losing in 12, or close in 12 states, as opposed to 6 since the debate. That's tough. I think that changes. I think that changes if you do another debate and you don't F it up. But not only that, today we got the news that a Democrat has finally come out publicly and called for him to resign or leave. And not only that, Nancy Pelosi, in a statement that was cryptic, but if you know what you know, you realize it's a sign when she says, we have to figure out whether or not this was just a single incident or a condition. That's pretty much the worst thing you could say if you wanted him to stay. So, I have thoughts. They'll be quick, but I have thoughts. And I actually want to know what your thoughts are when I'm done. Obviously, whoever the Democratic ticket is, that's who I'm voting for. But I feel like I need to say, this is why you're so weak. This is the most disappointing part about being a part of a party that is old and inflexible and unbelievably so. At the time when the news comes out that the Supreme Court has made you king, is the time when all the other people in your party who have the kingship say, maybe you should drop out. Not one person says, what can we do to use our newfound powers? Not one person says, hey, how can we run on this newfound disdain by more than half of the country at the news of what the Supreme Court did? Instead, Nancy Pelosi comes out and says, man, this could be a thing with Biden. Maybe it's not just a one-time thing. Maybe it's a condition. Internal polling says he lost because of the debate, as if that's the first time that happened, simply because that's happened every time somebody does bad at a debate, and within 3 weeks, it comes back to what we thought it was. I'm not saying there's no reason, there's no understanding of the reason. I am saying we're the weakest party I've ever seen. To have the authority and the immunity given to you, instead of using it, there's a possibility you run from it. Either way, that's just what he thinks. I want to know what you think. Put it right down there in the comment section. We're going to talk more about this when I have more information, when I can tell you better what the actual news is. But I thought it pertinent to say, come on, guys. At some point, we've got to grow a pair. If this is what's going to happen, I say, how unfortunate. I'm still going to vote blue, but how unfortunate.